Okay, so in this video, I'm only be telling you how long it takes to get a six-pack. But before we get into the video, please follow me on all social media platforms. I'd appreciate it a lot for more motivation, but let's get straight into the video. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you all the information you need to know how to get a six-pack, right? And I'm going to make it short and concise, so you don't have to watch a 10-minute video. I'm just going to tell you all the information you need to know. Okay, first of all, how long does it take to get a six-pack? Step number one, or factor number one, I can't tell you this because someone could be 40% body fat and someone could be 15% body fat. The person that's 40% body fat might take a lot longer to get to their desired body fat percentage, right, to see their six-pack. But what I will say is those overweight individuals can lose a lot of weight much quicker than someone that's 10% body fat. When you're low body fat percentage, it takes quite a while to lose that little bit of 1% even. So what I will say though, for those of you who haven't really dieted down to a good level of body fat, it does take some time, but that's what it is, right? If you want to see your six-pack abs, it's going to take some time. I don't know exactly, I can't tell you a week, 1 hour, 1 minute, I can't tell you that stuff. But we'll give you all the information you need to know. I'll attach a picture on the screen now, and you can look at this and see what body fat percentage you're at the moment, because in my opinion this is probably the best way to judge what body fat percentage you are, because there's all this like stuff, body fat, calipers, all these things that tell you how to measure your body fat always have disadvantages no matter what. Even a DEXA scan that's not even made to measure your body fat, they all have disadvantages, right? So in my opinion, I just think pictures are probably the best, and it's probably one of the reasons why it's the best, because the cheapest, and yeah, it's a good method. So just have a look at the pictures, see what body fat percentage you are roughly, and if you're a high body fat percentage, like I said, you can lose a lot of that body fat real fast. If you say 50% body fat, it'll take you not too long to lose that body fat percentage to see six-pack, but it'll take you a little while. But what I do have to say is though, I can tell you in a way how long it will take you to get a six-pack, but not exactly like I said at 1 minute, 1 hour. It depends on your caloric deficit, right? So as you may know, a caloric deficit, that's the only way you can lose weight, or fat for that matter. Okay, so if your deficit is 200 calories, your fat loss and body fat will go down a lot slower. If your deficit is 1,000, like a proper big deficit, or even 800, like a real aggressive deficit, you're doing aggressive fat loss, your body fat percentage will drop like rapidly. Of course, it's going to be harder to sustain, but for example, say you're 30% body fat, you want to get down there to at least 15, so you might be doing rapid fat loss. If you're 15% body fat, you might only want to do 500 calorie deficit, or maybe 1,000 to get to 12, then drop it to 500, right? So it's all about the deficit depending on how much body fat you're going to lose. What I will say though is, if you're going to go for real aggressive rapid fat loss, make sure to keep your protein intake real high, about 1.3 grams of protein per pound of body weight, even probably 1.5 you can go. So anyway, that's going a bit besides the subject, but like I said, I'm telling you all you need to know about how to get a six-pack. On the pictures that I attach, you can see that 15% body fat, I'd say is probably like one of the healthiest range. You feel good, and some people don't really need to think about food, but a 50% body fat normally, and in my opinion, you can see some of your abs, but they're not real defined, right? You might not be able to see the bottom two. And one thing I forgot to mention, and that I need to mention, is some people have 10-pack, some people have 6-pack, some people have 4-pack. If you don't know, this is all to do with genetics, right? Your genetic structure. If you, okay, you might not be able to see your abs up, but if you get to say 10% body fat and you can see your abs, you know the structure of them, you can see if you have a 6-pack, 4-pack or 10-pack, right? You can't get more packs, like it just doesn't work like that. I even like thought, I don't even know, a few months ago, a year ago, I researched on YouTube or something how to get an 8-pack, because I only have a 6-pack, right? And actually one of my lower abdominals is bigger than the other one, so one side's bigger than the left one. But so I always thought, okay, let me do more exercises or core exercises on the left side, right, to get it big. But it's just my genetic structure, so I needed to mention that. So how long does it take to get a 6-pack? Like I said, I can't really tell you, but what I will tell you and give you provide some good quick value for you to get started right now. Get a calculator, do the math, and I'll tell you how to lose fat loss to get your 6-pack, right? So first of all, 11 times your body weight in pounds That's your basal metabolic rate, otherwise known as your BMR. Once you have that number, times that number by the activity multiplier, which will be 1 to 1.6. 1 being very not active lifestyle, 1.6 being very, very active, right? So that's your caloric maintenance, how many calories you need to eat per day just to maintain your weight. Now minus that by 500 if you say 15% body fat, or 1,000 if you want to lose body fat real quick. But 1,000 I'd say is aggressive. You probably won't really sustain that. So probably max 800. Alright, we'll go max 800. But again, it's your opinion. So anyway, that's how many calories you need to eat to get a six-pack fast as possible, right? So anyway, I think I've covered everything. Genetic structure. And one thing I also have to mention is that doing ab exercises is not going to help you see your abs, right? In some way it is, in some ways not. Let me explain. Oh, some people say abs are not made in the kitchen. Like I said, some way it is, some way it's not. If your diet is not on point, you're going to be gaining fat, you're not going to be losing fat, so you'll never see your abs. But if you don't do any core ab exercises, when you get to real low body fat percentage, you'll be able to see your abs, but they won't have mass, right? So to get more bigger abs, block your abs, you need to be doing ab exercises, preferably weight ab exercises, right? Your abs are a muscle just like any other muscle, so train it the same. Not just like what most people I believe do. If they want bigger abs, they just do like endurance training for the abs, like 20 reps, blah 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 blah. So anyway, I think I covered most of it. And yeah, one thing I have to say as well is the body fat percentage that I was probably relating to is more males, because females have a higher body fat percentage compared to the males, and they look alike, if that makes sense. Like 20% for a female is not too bad, but 20% for a male is a bit worse, right? So if you know what I'm trying to say. And one thing I also have to mention is that males store more body fat in their lower abdominal area. That's hence why the lower abdominal area is always the last place to go with the fat, so you need to be quite lean. And yeah, I think I've covered everything, man. Your nutrition needs to be in point. You need to eat in a caloric deficit, and depending on the deficit is going to be how fast you lose fat and see your six-pack, right? So yeah, sorry I couldn't tell you it's going to be 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 year, 375 days. Sorry about that, but it's just the way it is. So anyway, as always, stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.